In this video, we're going to talk about how to delete inline menu after inline button was pressed. In our previous videos, we have created few buttons containing inline menus and the button from menu number 1 calling the message from the button number 2, and the button number 2 is returning us to the functionality of button 1. As you can see, after we pressed inline buttons few times, we have a chat history full of messages. So in this video, we're gonna learn how to clear this history more or less efficiently. For this purpose, we have special option in the bot settings, such as delete inline. Let's move to the settings and see how to turn on this option. We move to admin, bot settings, and we look for the option delete inline. The state of the setting is presented on the button itself. Besides that, all the settings of this section presented in the message. And what I also want to bring your attention to is in quite few messages we have already added links to the help materials. So whenever you see this link, you can find a detailed description of all the options in the section. So let's get back to our inline menu and switch the setting so the bot start deleting last message as soon as user presses the inline button. Keep in mind that this is a global setting, and whatever we set here will be applied to all inline buttons of your bot. In order to change the setting, we just press the button. As you can see, now there is a 1 in the name of the button, which means one message will be deleted after inline button was pressed. And this is going to be the last message user received. Let's get back to our menu and see what's the difference in behavior of inline menu. This is our message with inline menu, and this is the last message user have received. So whenever we press this inline button, the last message supposed to be deleted and the message from the button 2 supposed to be shown. And this is how it happens. If we press again, you see the previous message was deleted and the new message shown. This is how option of deleting one message works. Now let's delete 2 messages and see how it works. We switch in this option again. And now we're deleting 2 last messages of the bot. Now we're doing the same what we did last time. And as you can see, we have lost the lower menu, but the inline menu still works the same way. Let's get our lower menu back by sending a start command. And using the example of button 3, which we have added for this purpose, we're going to explain why we're losing the menu after deleting 2 messages from the chat. Button 3, it's a button with 1 message. So whenever you press the button, you're getting 1 message. There is nothing else in this button. In Telegram, all the menus are attached to the messages. So whenever you press the button, the lower menu is attached to the message of this button. And keep in mind that only one type of the menu can be attached to one message. So let's add inline button to this message and see what kind of difference it will make. we will add some generic command button just to work as an example. Let's press button number 3 and see how it works now. Besides the inline button which we have added, we now receiving the name of the button itself next to the original message from this button. It happens because the original message is occupied by the inline menu, and the lower menu has to be attached to some message. In our case, it's a duplication of the button name itself. Now, when you know how the menu in Telegram works, you can understand why you're losing the lower menu by pressing this button. This message is occupied by the inline menu, and this message has the lower menu attached to it. Once you delete it from the chat, you're losing the lower menu. So basically, if you want to keep the lower menu, you're going to have to add more messages into the button. It not necessarily has to be one additional message. It could be few of them, because sometimes the behavior is not obvious and not straightforward. So basically just experiment and see what number of messages you need to add in every particular case.